Okay. Hi, people. Welcome to today's edition of Teaching and Teachers. I'm glad to be here today again. It's 2 p.m. and I'm going to go straight into the session because we have just 15 minutes. Last week we talked about who a teacher is, who an educator is, who an educationist is, and what teaching is. Today, if you missed that session, the best thing for you to do is to make sure you go back and watch that session so that you'll understand who you are as a teacher, an educator, an educationist, and what teaching entails. Okay, so today we are looking at the roles a teacher often feel to be the best they can be. I'm sure you're expecting me to say a teacher has to be dedicated, a teacher has to be outspoken, a teacher has to be... Well, that is not what I'm looking at today. I'm sure you know all of that already. I'm trying to point you to the most important of them all, and I'm going to mention just 5 of them because of our time. The roles a teacher often feel to be the best they can be. Number 1, as a teacher, you are a resource person. Yes, I wrote here that teachers are resource specialists. Students and pupils will have questions or information they sought. The teacher is the one who must know how to find answers to what the student or pupil is looking for. Your students, your pupil, they will definitely have questions. Maybe not questions from what you've taught them, maybe not questions from your subject matter, maybe not questions that relate to education, maybe questions, general questions that involve moral, that involves every other aspect of life. When they ask you this question, your duty as a teacher is not to say, get away. Am I your math teacher? Am I your English teacher? No, you source information for them. Why? They see you as an authority. That is the reason they come to you in the first place. They see you as an authority, so they come to you to ask questions. And when they ask these questions, make sure you find answers for them. You know better. That is why you are a teacher. You know where to source this information from. You know where to get answers from. If eventually you can't get the answer from Google or wherever it is you want to get it from, you know how to ask questions. You know who to ask. But they as students may not know who to ask. That is why they came to you as a person of authority in the school. So as a teacher, one of your roles is that you are a resource specialist to your students and to your pupils. Number 2 is the role of support. You're a support system for your students. I wrote here that students need support when it comes to learning new skills or assimilation of new information. You know, everyone is resistant to change. Even you as a teacher, you are resistant to change. We all want to just follow the status quo. We just want to do the things the normal way. So as students too, when you're trying to pass new information to them, when you're trying to pass new skills to them, it is normal for them to resist it. It is normal for them to... Okay, can you hear me now? I want to be sure you can hear me. I think we had a network issue. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Just type in you can hear me or you can see me. Okay, thank you very much. All right, so I said you are a support system for your students and your pupils. They must be able to hear words of affirmation from you. They must be able to hear you tell them you can do it. It's normal for you. It's normal for the students or the pupils to tell you, I don't know it. I can't do it. It's too difficult. No, you are the one to tell them it is not difficult. It is difficult when you say it is difficult, and it is easy when you say it is easy. Because whatever you say, that is the disposition you're going to carry. So tell them at every point in time that they can do it once they set their minds to it. So as a teacher, you are a support system. And in professional circles, even teachers support other teachers in leading a particular subject matter. Teachers support teachers. We are there to actually encourage ourselves, make ourselves know that we can do better, we can even be better. So make sure as a teacher, you are a support system to your students and your pupils. Number 3, you are a mentor. You're a mentor to your students. Your students and your pupils see you as their role model. They want to talk as you talk. They want to do what you do. They want to model what you do. The students today don't follow do as I say. They follow do as I do. So as you talk the talk, make sure you also walk the talk. Listen again, as you talk the talk, make sure you walk the talk, because you cannot just talk it, you must walk it as well as a teacher. They are watching you. That is why you are in the position of a mentor as a teacher. I wrote here that this is one of the biggest roles of a teacher. Students look up to teachers and may even pattern their own behavior and work ethics to match that of their teachers. You know, I remember about 12 years ago when I was teaching in French language village, and I just discovered that teachers started calling my attention to parents coming to ask, who is Teacher Bumi, who is Teacher Bumi? And I was wondering, what happened? Why are they looking for me? My children said they want to walk like you, they want to talk like you. And I was surprised. I was surprised because I wasn't expecting it. But the truth is, that is the position we are in as teachers. They spend how many hours with us in the school? They spend close to 8 hours. Because today, schools don't close until around 3 p.m. So close to 7 hours to 8 hours they spend with us in the school. And some even still wait for after school lesson. So as a teacher, you are a mentor. Make sure as you are talking the talk, you are walking the talk. And remember last week I told you that you're not just to build their intellect alone. You're not just for the cognitive. You're also for the affective and the psychomotor domain of education as a teacher. So you are not just teaching them to be sound in terms of intelligence. You are teaching them about morals. You're teaching them about character. You're teaching them about attitude. Number 4, because of our time, you are a helping hand. You're a helping hand. Teachers who are leaders often take extra tasks aside the one they were employed for. You know, most teachers say, this is the subject I am employed to take. I'm employed to teach mathematics, and that is what I'm going to teach. Please don't bring any other activity to me. I am facing my job. I'm facing my duty as a teacher. You take other tasks. Other tasks like you're setting up for some great events like debating, like spelling bee, like programs that actually build these children too, because you're not just to sit in the class and teach them. You are actually supposed to bring them out to practice what you have taught them. So as a teacher, you take other roles in the school, not just the role of teaching the subject you're employed to teach. I wrote here that you can help in setting up and preparing students for events. You can handle club activities. You can handle PTA meetings. It is part of the task for teachers. So don't just say that what I'm employed to do is just to teach. You are employed to do much more than teaching. Now the last role I'm going to mention is that you are a learner. Yes, you're a teacher, but you are as well a learner. Your students and your pupils are not the only one learning. They're not the only ones learning. You are a learner as well. Why did I say you're a learner? I wrote here that one last important role a teacher must fill is that of a learner. Anyone who has been involved in profession long enough knows that there is always something new to learn. You must be open to learning. The way you know how to do something is not the ultimate. There are other ways to do it that is better than yours. So you must be open to learning. You must be open to new information. Like I said earlier, we are all resistant to change. But the truth is, you must be intentional about allowing yourself be programmed to learn. Make sure that you are open to new information. Make sure you are open to new skills. Don't say this is the way it has been done since 19 so. No, we are evolving, and better ways of doing things they are all being reviewed now. So you must adopt this method as well. As a teacher, you are a learner. And I wrote here that a learner is a person who is always growing in life and will never claim that they know it all. Never you tell your students you know it all. Never you tell them you know it all, because you do not know it all. You are also learning as a teacher. You are a learner as a teacher. Not just a teacher. Everyone in life is a learner. You stop learning once you die. Because once you stop learning, you stop growing. And once you stop growing, death is certain. Yes, once you stop growing, you are dead. Death is in already once you've stopped growing. So as a teacher, you must be challenged every day with a new task that will help you grow into a better person. Because when you're a better person, you can actually give that better part of you to your students and your pupils. So in conclusion, a teacher is a person who will have to fill many roles. They are people with educational leadership skills, and they must continue to grow and develop as professionals. If you want to remain a professional teacher, not just anyhow teacher, a professional teacher, you must grow on a daily. You must make sure you grow on a daily. You must make sure you grow. You add knowledge to yourself. You must add knowledge to yourself on a daily. Anyone seeking to be a teacher should take advantage of any chance they get to grow as a person and as a teacher. You know, one of my coaches will say, that's Coach BC Sojeya will say, that a person who is growing how did she put it? You that isn't growing in character will sabotage you that is growing professionally. So if you're putting in much effort, if you're putting in effort into your professional life and you're not growing in your character, in your attitude, like I said, you are to teach morals to these students. If you are growing professionally, you are basking every kind of degree you can. You are adding degree to yourself as much as you can, but you are not growing your character. That character you're not growing is going to sabotage that professional life you are building. So as you build your career, as you build your profession, make sure you build your character. Your attitude is key to life. And when you can build your attitude, you can actually imbibe the same. Give the same back to your students or your pupils. Remember, you cannot give what you do not have. So I am going to stop here today. There was a question somebody asked last week, but I won't be able to answer that question because of the network issue we had. I am going to keep that question till next week, where I'm going to throw more light on the question. Till I see you again next week, make sure you put everything you hear here to use. My name remains Olubumi Mercy Odiaka, and this is Holistic Edu-Consult. Here we bring to the fore the domains of education we customarily neglect in the education system of Nigeria. So I'm saying bye-bye to you. See you next week. Bye-bye.